Hey guys, Phoenix here, and welcome to Slay the Spire, a game that's in early access currently on Steam. I've watched a couple of videos of this on YouTube, and I actually thought this looked like a pretty fun game, so I've downloaded it and I've tried it a little bit myself. I didn't go too far. I've played one round so far of standard. So we now have the daily climb available, and we have just standard, which is what we're going to do today. So now we have two characters we can choose from. We have the Ironclad, it's essentially a knight, so he's a physical type character, and when you first get the game he's the only character unlocked, so you can only do, first time you play you only have the Ironclad to choose from. After you finish, get as far as you can with him on the first go, however far that may be, you unlock the Silent, who is more of an assassin style character, whereas the Ironclad would focus more on physical damage and like buffing himself. The Silent will work on debuffing and sort of poisoning the enemies. Her enemies, I'm not really sure the gender. But anyway, today we're just going to play as Ironclad and see how far we get. So let's just get right into it. As I said earlier, this game is early access, so it's not 100% yet, and it's not fun. Oh, there we go. It's all lagged there for a second. Okay, so we're talking to this whale creature. Greetings, I am Meow. I'll treat that as cat's meow, just with an N, so Meow. Choose. So remove a card from your deck. Enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP, which is interesting. Obtain a curse, choose a rare card to obtain. Lose your starting relic and obtain a random boss relic. So the current relic we have over here is Burning Blood. At the end of combat, heal 6 HP, which is pretty nice. So I'd rather not lose that, even if I do get a random boss relic for it. I'm tempted to go for obtain a curse and choose a rare card, so we shall do that one. So we get Writhe added to the deck, which means it's an unusable card we'll get. So we have gain 30 block, which is amazing. We get the Power Juggernaut. Oh, there's three classes of cards as well. You get skills, powers, and attacks. These two are powers, so I can't really give an example of an attack card. So whenever you gain block, deal 3 damage to a random enemy, which is very good. Whenever a card is exhausted, draw 1 card. Might go for Juggernaut actually. The gain 30 blocks are one-off, but it is kinda handy. But it exhausts, so it's only a one-off, which is kinda sad. One-off per combat. Now you gain block, I think we'll go with Juggernaut. Risk, reward. It's usually how it goes. So this is the main point of the game, I suppose you could say. It's climbing towers. This, not exactly a tower, it's Slay the Spire, so I suppose we're ascending the spire, if you would like to put it that way. So we have these different symbols that we can travel along different paths. You can see from the legend here. First 2 encounters are just normal basic enemies. And the different paths we can go to just all enemies from the looks of this one. mostly enemies straight up for a bit. We have unknowns. Now these could range from anything to enemy encounters, to chests, to just random NPCs speaking to us and offering us stuff. We have the merchant, which is this bag, I suppose, symbol, where we spend our money and we can get better cards, relics, potions. We have bonfires, which lets us do one of two actions. We can either heal for, I think it's 30% of our current HP if we need it, or we can upgrade a card, making it slightly more powerful, which comes in handy the higher up we go, as you may expect. And we have chests, which can have anything from money, potions, relics, cards, any number of things in them. And then we have this here, which is the boss of the floor, I suppose you could put it. So we'll just jump straight in here. We'll go for this guy, since I want to do the unknown rooms, the mystery rooms, just to see what we get. So we've got a cuss card first hand. It says unplayable, and it will be in our starting hand. It's innate, so it will be in our starting hand every combat. So we have to just deal with that. We have one less card to actually use. So anyway, here's the main combat screen. We have 3 energy per turn, and each card, as you can see, has a number in the top left corner. That denotes how much energy each card uses. And we have our HP up here on the top, our current money, and 3 potion slots, and it tells us which floor we're on here. We also have draw pile, aka our current deck for the combat, and discard pile. When we get through all the cards in the draw pile, all the cards that are sent to the discard pile get taken back to the draw pile, and it just recycles constantly till the combat ends, either with your victory or your loss, depending how it went. So this is my character here, this is the Ironclad here, and we are against a cultist. So this symbol here, he intends to buff himself on his turn. So I don't really need to worry about blocking right now, but I can anyway. So I'll do as much damage as I can to him, and then I'll defend. So I now have 5 blocks, so I'll defend 5 damage from an attack. I should have done it, but I'll show the attack cards next turn. So he used Ritual, which has, when he ends his turn he gains 3 strength. So now, he intends to attack for 6 damage on his turn. So we have Bash, which is an attack card. It takes 2 energy and it will deal 8 damage and apply 2 vulnerable. Which means on his next turn, or is it this turn, one of the two, he'll take 50% more damage from any other attack I hit him with. We have Defend, which takes 1 energy and we gain 5 block, like I showed last turn, but didn't really do anything last turn. So because we're going to be dealt 6 damage, I'm going to gain 5 block, so I'll only take 1 damage. We have Strike, which is the basic attack card, which will deal 6 damage for 1 energy, which is pretty basic. And we have Judgment, new card we gained at the start of this run. So whenever you gain block, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. So I can deal no damage this turn, but I can have this active for the rest of the battle. So whenever I block, I'll deal damage. So I'm actually going to do that, since it's active for the rest of the battle. I don't have to worry about it after that. So I take 1 damage from his attack due to my block stopping the rest of it. And as you saw there, I draw drew 2 cards but ran out of cards in the draw pile. So the discard pile flew over and refilled the draw pile. So we have, he's now going to do 9 damage because he's constantly gaining strength from his ritual. So he's now going to do 9 damage and I'll still only have 1 defense, so I'm going to take 4 damage this turn. I'm going to hit him for 12, which leaves him with 25 health. So assuming I get 3 strikes, no, even 3 strikes isn't going to do anything. Okay, so we have Bash again. So these seem to be the only cards we have really here. We have Defense, a Bash, and Strike. So because of my power, I could actually just do the Juggernaut and just defend the whole thing, but I'll do 9 damage to him. So I'm going to do that. That also means I take no damage from his turn. And hopefully I draw 3 strikes for my turn. No, I did not. I drew 1. Okay, so he's now going to do 15 damage. So I can pretty much just play the defense game, but I'll still deal pretty decent damage to him, which is nice. So maybe make this run, maybe try and do a defense build then, since I have Juggernaut. I could potentially do that. So that looks like what this run will tend to be then. And just kill him. So that's the battle over. I'll heal 6 HP, or the 5 damage I took at least, thanks to my Burning Blood. So I'm back up to full health again. Now this is the reward screen. So we gain 16 gold. We gain a weak potion, which is a debuff to a single enemy, and add a card to the deck. So we get a choice of 3 cards to add. So we have Thunderclap, deal 4 damage and apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies, so that's attack all. Now deal 4 damage to each enemy. Blood for Blood, which is 4 energy, but it costs 1 less for each time you lose HP in combat. Deal 18 damage. Should maybe go for that one, but I won't. And we have Second Wind, which is exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand and gain 5 block for each. So for example, if I had 3 defense in my hand, which are all 1 energy each, if I used this, it would give me all 15 block from the 3 defense, but for 1 energy, the cost of 1 energy, which is kinda nice. Means I'd gain more block for less energy and I can still do other stuff. So I might go for this one. Yeah, I'll just go for that one. So let's proceed. So we will now go to the random encounter and see who we see. That's a merchant. So I can quickly show you guys what the merchant sells. So he sells a bunch of cards. You'll have some on sale, which could be decent cards, could be not so good. I suppose it just depends really what kind of build you're going for and how much money you have at the time. He sells relics, potions, and can actually remove a card. So I could, if I wanted to, I could actually remove, for 75 gold I could remove that cuss card I got. The ride, yeah, I can remove it for 75 gold. So I don't have to deal with it ever again in the run, which I actually will do, just to get rid of it really. So that leaves me with 40 gold, which means I can't really buy much. I can get Flex, which gives me 2 strength for 1 turn with 0 cost. So I'll buy that because it could come in handy. Since it's a 0 cost card, I don't need any energy to use it, so I can just use it at the start of the turn and then just go ham on someone with +2 strength added to my attack. So we shall leave and continue on. Another encounter, which could be someone. Yeah, we have a random encounter here. Big fish. As you make your way down a long corridor, you see a banana, a donut, and a box floating about. No, upon closer inspection, they're tied to strings coming from holes in the ceiling. There is a quiet cackling from above as you approach the objects. What do you do? The banana will heal 26 HP, since I'm at full I don't need that one. The donut, max HP plus 5, which will bring us up to 85 total health. Or the box, which contains a relic, but also we get another cursed card, which is regret. Just see that in the bottom right corner. At the end of your turn, lose 1 HP for each card in your hand. So it's basically if I don't use all the cards in my hand in one turn, I'll lose HP for however many I've got left. So I think I'll go for the gain HP. You eat the donut, it really hits the spot, your max HP is increased. And it even increased. It didn't do just one of those ones where it'll increase my max health but keep my HP where it was. It actually boosted my normal HP as well. So we have an enemy and another merchant. So we have no real money, so there's no point going to the merchant. So we're just going to go fight this enemy. Okay, so they're both going to attack me. One for 5 and one for 6. I have Juggernaut again, so I'm going to use that to block again. But I can only block once, so I'm going to take 6 damage. But I dealt 3 to this louse here. And that's all I can do for this turn, but I have Juggernaut for the rest of the battle. So in the long run it's worth it, really. So yeah, I took 6 damage there. So I got flex, which is nice. So a +2 strength, so strikes now deal 8 damage. So I'm actually going to hit this one and actually going to kill this one. Since it just survived. That's unfortunate. I don't really need to defend since that one's gonna buff itself. Tends to it's gonna debuff me is what it's gonna do, but that's okay. So spit web. It cast weaken on me, which means I deal 25% less damage. So my strike now does 4 damage instead of 6. But I got flex again, so that's actually going to nullify the weakened more or less. So I'm back up to dealing 6 damage. Second one, but it's not really going to help me because I only have the 1 defend card, so I'm actually going to use that. Deal 3 damage and I'm going to defend unless I kill him this turn, which turns out I'm going to do. But just survived. That's unfortunate. But I'm going to defend its whole attack, so I'm okay. So I'm going to take 0 damage from that. We kill it this turn and I'll heal from Burning Blood. So I'm going to be back up to max health again, which is very nice. So we didn't get a potion this time round, we only got 20 gold. And another add a card. So for all combats you'll gain a card at the end if you succeed. You'll boost your deck with more cards to use. So we have Burning Pact, skill, exhaust 1 card, draw 2 cards. Now exhausting a card means it's gone, it's 1 turn essentially, 1 go in the battle. So I exhaust a card, I'm actually removing a card from the game. more or less, till the end of that battle. Gain 5 block, deal 5 damage. So does both things, which is pretty nice. And Perfected Strike. Deal 6 damage, deals an additional +2 damage for all your cards containing Strike. So I'll go for Iron Wave since I've decided I want to do a sort of defense build this time round. And see how that goes. We have another enemy, or another random encounter. Let's go random encounter again. Just to see if we can get any good stuff. You fall into a puddle. It's made of slime goop. Frantically claw yourself out over several minutes as you feel the goop starting to burn. You can feel goop in your ears, goop in your nose, goop everywhere. Climbing out, you notice that some of your gold is missing. Looking back to the puddle, you see your missing coins combined with gold from unfortunate adventurers mixed together in the puddle. So, gather gold. So we gain 75 gold, but we lose 11 health. Or leave it and we lose 21 gold. So we're at max health, so losing 11 isn't going to hurt us too badly, so I'm going to gather gold. Bring us down to 74, but we're now at 110 gold. Feeling the sting of the goop as the prolonged exposure starts to melt away at your skin, you manage to fish out the gold. Leave. So we now have one of two choices. We can fight an elite, which is essentially a mini boss-esque character. So they're slightly stronger than the minions we've been fighting. Or we can go to the bonfire. Now I'm going to go to the bonfire because I want to upgrade one of my cards. So this is the bonfire screen. So we have rest. Heal for 30% of your max health, which is 25 apparently. And upgrade a card from your deck. So we're going to do that. Now upgrades one card, so I can upgrade one of my strikes and that will be the only one that's upgraded. It wouldn't upgrade all of them. It would just upgrade that one version of it. So let's see what we've got here. So Juggernaut deals 5 damage when we gain block, so I'm most likely going to do that. Iron Wave, 7 blocks, 7 damage, which is interesting. Flex has gained 4 strength, which I might do at some point. Oh yeah, and each time you play this game as well, when you lose, you pretty much go back to the beginning really. So it's like roguelike essentially. You don't keep the cards you gain for the deck, you'll go back to the basic deck, which is essentially these, I think it's these 10 cards here. You go back to just them, and any upgraded go back to being basics. So you don't keep your upgraded gear, which is kinda disappointing I suppose, but it's part of the fun, isn't it? So we're going to upgrade Juggernaut. So now deal 5 damage instead of 3 when we gain blocks. We now have no other choice but to leave. So we have another bonfire after an elite boss, mini boss. Or we can go for another minion then go to the bonfire. Decisions. Let's actually show the elite minion, the elite bad guy. So as you can see, he's a lot more health than the guys I've been fighting so far. So we have Lagavulin. Enemy is currently asleep, gains 8 block at the end of its turn, which isn't great. So we have Flex, and we're just going to go all out and just hit it, because it's asleep. Oh, it's woke up. Metalist eyes wore off. Enemy is stunned, so it's not going to do anything on its own turn, which is nice. And it's now going to take 50% more damage for the next 2 turns. Which is very nice. So it passes its turn not doing anything. It's now going to do 18 damage on its attack though, which is gonna hurt. So we have the new Iron Wave. It deals 5 damage. I'm going to defend, so I'm only going to take 8 damage from the attack. And I'll hit it once more for 6 damage. So I'm now going to take 8. It's going to do 18 again, the vulnerability wore off. So I've got Juggernaut. I'm actually going to take 13 damage here. I'm kinda doing bad, I'm most likely going to heal at that bonfire, assuming I survive this. So I'm going to do 10 damage to him with Juggernaut and this card, so that's nice. Oh wait. Just noticed I gained flex this turn as well, so I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to Iron Wave. Just 10 damage should be. I'm going to get super debuff, apparently a powerful debuff on me. So do 10 damage. I'm not going to take any damage this turn, so blocking is really not that thing right now. So I'll do 10 damage and become vulnerable again. So next turn it will take more damage. So what's it going to do? Strength down. And dexterity down. So my attacks do 1 less damage and I'll gain 1 less block from blocking as well. So I'm once again going to get 18 damage done to me. Only gained 4 blocks, so that's going to hurt. So this attack is going to hurt majorly. Yeah, I'm definitely healing at the next bonfire. Assuming I survive this, of course. So I'm going to take 10 damage from this attack. I'm still debuffed. Was that permanent debuff? That sucks. Oh, defend got exhaust. Oh, that's right, yeah, that's what that does. Exhausts my defense, so it's more of a last assault, I suppose. So we managed to win. We gained the 6 health from my healing relic. So we gained 29 gold, meat on the bone. HP is at or below 50%. At the end of combat, heal 12. So that's another relic, so we've got 2 healing relics, which is rather nice. An energy potion, which gains 2 energy. So we can have 5 energy for 1 turn, if we wanted to. Deal 8 damage to all enemies. Our card is exhausted, draw 1. And Warcry. The 8 damage to all enemies would actually be handy. And go to the bonfire. Now, I actually don't know now if I should actually heal since I have the meat on the bone. I'll heal 18 damage at the end of combat. So I might just keep going and just upgrade something instead. So I think I'll upgrade Flex to give me 4 strength instead of the 2. And then we'll go to this chest and see what's in here. So let's see what it'll give us. It'll give us 25 gold and a whetstone. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random attacks. Upgrading cards makes them more powerful. Cards can only be upgraded once, so we're going to get 2 upgraded attack cards, which is very nice. So let's go. So we got 2 strikes got upgraded. So that's going to come in handy. So we have an encounter, or we can go fight a minion. I'll go fight a minion so I can get the heal at the end. So we have a jaw worm, it's going to attack for 11. I don't really have any blocks. So I'm going to activate Juggernaut. I'll deal 10 damage to it and gain 5 blocks. I'm going to take 6 damage from this attack. But I now have Juggernaut activated. So there we go. So what's he going to do? Intends to block and use a buff, so it's going to buff itself. I deal 15 with just 3 blocks, so I'm going to do that. So he buffed himself for 3 strength. So he's going to do 10 damage and he can block 6 himself. Now we've got Flex, which is nice. So just go all out and kill it. So Flex came in pretty clutch there. So we healed up to 47 with two relics I had. So the next card we get, we have Body Slam. Deal damage equal to your current block. Pommel Strike, deal 9 damage and draw a card. And a second Flex. So I'm actually going to go for the second Flex, so we have another chance to buff. Now I'm going to go at the Merchant, see what he's got. So we have War Paint. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random skills, which I might pick up. I'll use most of my gold though. 5 plated armor. I wonder if that's like a permanent block, maybe, I'm not too sure. First time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. Enlightenment. Deal 5 damage for 0 cost. Pretty nice. Deal 12 damage can be upgraded any number of times. Pommel Strike, second one. Flame Barrier, gain 12 block. And whenever you're attacked, I'll deal 4 damage to the attacker, which is immensely good, so I may actually get that instead. And Fire Breathing. At the end of your turn, each attack played this turn deal 1 damage to all enemies. Kind of a Flame Barrier, but at the same time I want to get this War Paint because it'll upgrade 2 skills. Which could be 2 of my defense or something. But the 12 block and 4 damage when I get attacked. A little too good, so I don't know what to get. I'll get the War Paint, I'll just do that. So Defend and Flex got upgraded. One of my Defends and a Flex got upgraded. Oh, I thought I could get one of the potions and I thought the cost was green instead, but it wasn't, it was all red. So we have another minion fight. let's go do that. We have a Slaver, intends to do 12 damage. So I'm going to block it all. So we got one of our block plus defend pluses. Nine damage. Defend his whole attacks. He was going to do 7 this turn. And block it all. They hit me with weakened. 25% less damage for one turn, so this turn only. Oh, there we go. My flex plus are pretty much nullified what he'd done. I gained 2 flexes. I didn't even notice that. I got Juggernaut as well. Might as well just activate that. And I'm going to take 7 damage. Second weakened. Wave. So I'm going to take 2 damage from this hit. But I'm now less than... I think I'm just over 50%, I think actually. So I'm not going to get meat on the bone unless I get hit again, which Xelanios only get 3 health, it's not going to happen. Well, I did get meat on the bone, so I'm now up to 56, which is nice. You have 13 gold, a regen potion. Heal 3 HP at the end of each turn for 5 turns, which is really nice. And add another card, we have Cleave, Sword Boomerang, and Twin Strike. So I can deal 3 damage 3 times for a total of 9 on between random enemies. But I can deal 5 damage twice to a single enemy, I believe. Decisions. This one hits multiple minions, I suppose, so I'll go for that one. The bonfire, despite the fact it forces us to fight an elite next. So should I upgrade? Or should I actually sleep and get my full health back, considering I'm against an elite next time? Decisions. 3 damage 4 times, so it doesn't actually up the damage from it. 10 damage, 3 vulnerable. Let's go Cleave, makes it 11 damage to multiple enemies. I'm probably going to get defeated by this elite, possibly, since I didn't heal like I probably should have. But let's go. So we have 3 sentries. One's going to hit me for 8 and the other 2 are going to debuff me, which sucks. Flex, but no real thing to use on. I suppose I can bash one of them. Oh, artifact negates 1 debuff, okay. So I've got 4 curse cards to deal with. This isn't going to go well for me. Another debuff. So got flex again, which is always good. All of them hit the one guy, okay. So I killed one of them and dealt pretty much half the damage to another one, which is nice. More debuffs, which is wonderful. Juggernaut. Gonna do that to deal 11 to both, which is very nice. And I'm gonna knock out this one. So exhausted Juggernaut. So I'm at least not going to take any damage this turn. So what did we get? 2 flexes, which is very nice. 17 damage from Strike Plus. And 16, so we win. I actually managed to do it. So I'm up to 60 HP now, which is nice. 34 gold. Blood Vial. Start of each combat, heal 2 damage. Heal 2 HP. So right as the battle starts, I'll go to 62. That's nice. So Warcry, Barricade. Block no longer expires at the end of your turn. So whatever one block I'd have left, I'd keep it. Though it uses all 3 of my energy though, which is kind of bad. It would mean I'd be open to an attack from an enemy, so I'd have to do it while they were, say, buffing or debuffing themselves, and not doing an attack. Now, Ghostly Armour, which gains 10 block. And Ethereal. This card is in your hand at the end of turn. Is exhausted. Exhausted cards are removed from the deck until the end of combat. I so only get it the once per combat. Okay. Oh no, if I didn't use it, it's exhausted. Okay. So I'm gonna go for probably go for Barricade. And I'm gonna go for Ghostly Armor. Because the 10 block is really good. And I'm actually gonna recover to full health for the boss fight that's about to happen. Better to go in full health than nothing. So let's go with the boss fight and see how we do. Current deck we've got here. So we have the Hexaghost. 250 health. Enemy's intentions are unknown, not attacking, so it could be buffing itself, it could be debuffing me. To wait and find out. So we got Juggernaut first and foremost, which is very good. Better to get that first turn than anything else. So what did it even do? So it's going to do 8 damage 6 times. Ouch. And I have 0 block cards, that is just magical. So this turn is going to hurt. I'm going to use my regen potion. So at least heal some damage I'm about to take. Deal as much as I can. Get ready to... Oh, damage! Wow. I took what, 48 damage? Not one hit. No, I have to use that because I don't want to exhaust it. too good. So I'm going to take no damage. I'm going to get debuffed. So I got flex. I'm going to do 10 damage. There we go. I have 10 block now as well, so I'm going to block his double attack. So that's nice. So I'm doing pretty well. I've got it down over 100 health. Ethereal, have to use it. Might even use my LJ potion depending on what my next hand is, or one of my hands anyway. Oh, I've got burn. End of your turn, take 2 damage. So I'm going to take 2 damage when my turn ends. It's disappointing. 1, 2, 3. So I'll take that, so I've got 5 energy to work with, so I can just deal all the damage I've got currently in my hand. Take the 2 damage, but then technically I healed 1 from that because my regen potions last turn kicked in. Flex. So I'm going to take 4 damage here, since I got 10 block. I probably shouldn't have bought it. I probably should have just used the 2 defend instead of exhausting them. So now I have 2 less blocks in my deck now. Ghost. Flex. So I'm actually doing better than I thought we would have. Got another seer, so I have another. I'm going to take 4 damage now. Oh, and then I'm going to take 30 or 25 actually, because I'm going to block 5 of it. So I'm about to take 25 damage, so this is going to hurt. Oh, the bomb's hit my block. So I'm going to take 29 damage. But luckily I win. I just managed to beat it and no more. So I unlocked the achievement The Ghost from defeating that enemy. So I gained 105 gold. I gained another card. So I gained another Juggernaut. Berserk and double tap. Skill, this turn your next attack is played twice. So I think it'll play the same attack but it won't cost, I won't pay double the cost, for example, I don't think. So I'm tempted to get that one, because I don't know if Juggernaut would stack. So let's go with double tap. And that's flooring them first tower, I suppose, done. Start of each turn, you can no longer see enemy intents. So I gain an extra energy, so I'd have 4, but I won't be able to tell what the enemy's about to do. Runic Pyramid. End of your turn, you no longer discard your hand, draw 1 less card each turn. And the Calling Bell, obtain 3 curses and 3 relics. It's kinda on the harsh side. So with that, I wouldn't know whether to guard or attack. I wouldn't know if they're buffing or going to hit me, and for how much. The 4 energy might be worth it though. So I'll go for the runic dome. Now, Act 2, the city. I died the first time round on this area. I think I only got a few parts up. So let's see how we do here. Oh, we're back up to full health though, which is nice. So clearing the floor full heals you, which is good. So there's a double bonfire if I go this way. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so we have the Spheric Guardian. 40 block. Are you kidding me? 40 block and 20 health. And it has barricade active, so it doesn't lose the 40. So I'm going to play Juggernaut. Basically just try and wear that shield down as much as I possibly can. And of course it blocked, so I added to it, wonderful. Actually, I forgot I had 4 energy now instead of the 3 from before. I forgot about that. Flex first. Double tap. And there we go, double kill. Killed it in one go. Another energy potion, which is very nice. So we get an already upgraded card. We get Clothesline, deal 14 damage and apply 3 weak. Flex, gain 4 strength, as we already know, and deal 3 damage 4 times. Tempted to go for another third flex, so I have 3 of them to work with. The deal 14 damage is good though. I'll go for flex and stack as much damage as I can. So went from initially being a defense to kind of a mixed build, I've noticed. So there we go, flex. Might as well use double tap. I can pretty much use my whole hand in one go now with the 4 energy, which is nice. So I'm going to get debuffed. So I got hexed. Now you play a non-attack card, shuffle 1 dazed into your draw pile. So anytime I defend is pretty much what it says. What it means, I'm going to get a dazed debuff. So I'm just going to go all out and attack and not really bother too much with defending right now. It's just the start of the floor. Oh, that's harsh. So I'm going to take a 2 debuffs here. Throw, flex. So I get 2 days to put in. So I now have 2 days to worry about. But I don't know if they stay in or if they'll just for this battle. We've got Juggernaut, Cleave. There we go, killed it. So some gold, ancient potion, gain 1 artifact. Interesting. So flex plus, cleave plus, flash. The card in your hand is an attack. So that's an all-out attack build card. It's Clash. I'll go for Cleave because the 11 damage is pretty decent. Let's go for the random encounter. As you attempt to sneak past a group of shrouded figures, a naked red-skinned man approaches you. Got any jacks, friend? I got the shakes bad. Please, maybe some coin? He seems delusional but harmless. Offer 85 gold and receive a relic. I don't have any jacks on me, so I can't choose that option. And I can ignore him. But we're going to give this 85 gold to get a relic, because relics are always good. So we gained Anchor. Start each combat with 10 block. So for the first turn of each battle we're going to have 10 block, which is rather nice. Especially against 3 enemies. Since I don't know what they're going to do. 25 block. Okay. That's they're all buffing themselves, okay. So I actually got a decent chunk of damage there with 2 flexes. I believe it did stack. I didn't actually notice the symbols on that. I'm not 100% sure if they did actually stack on that. So that's 1 down. Might as well do the 11 to both again. And kill 1 of them. That's nice. 2 of them down. 1 more to deal with. And there we go. It's 3 dead. Only 18 gold for killing 3 enemies. That's kinda harsh. And discard the weak potions, take the dexterity. Gives us more block. Add a card. Pommel strike. Gain a block, draw 1 card. We'll shrug it off. 8 blocks, rather nice. So we have a random encounter. I believe this is an elite creature. This is an elite minion. So just one of the things that can happen. Basically hit it as much as we can. Ouch. So not being able to see what they're gonna do really hurts now. I'll do Juggernaut first. Shrug it off. Gain a block and then do 5 damage, which is nice. So I'm weakened now. There we go, we killed it. Do another Iron Wave. We're doing okay for health, so upgrade something. I don't want to upgrade though. Ethero upgraded to 13 block, really good. Next 2 attacks twice, that's actually really good. Although it would be kinda useless if I didn't have 2 attacks to use, I suppose. Gain 11 block. Gain 7/7. Double tap could actually be really good with the next 2 attacks being played twice. So I'll go with that one. I remember another bonfire, or I can go random encounter, minion to the chest. Or I can go elite to a bonfire. So another bonfire I suppose, so let's go fight an elite. Book of Stabbing. Painful stabs. Whenever you take damage from this enemy, add a wound into your discard pile. So that is gonna suck. So double tap. Pretty much try and do as much damage to it as I can. So I got 1 wound card. Oh, I got Juggernaut, I didn't even see that. Could have dealt 10 damage that turn if I'd paid attention. So Flex does stack, that's nice to know. So they seem to be doing pretty well against this elite. So good. Yeah, I seem to be doing fairly well against this elite, which is good. Doesn't seem to be dealing as much damage as some others have been. And we won. Ancient Tea Set. Whenever you enter a rest site, start the next combat with 2 more energy. That's nice. Warcry, Shockwave. Go for another Flex, why not? This has been turning from a defense build to a more attack based build, I've noticed. Unintentionally, but it's happened. Upgrade Ethel's 13 block is amazing. And a chest. Bird-faced whenever you play a power, heal 2 HP. Interesting, so I don't really have that many. So we can go Mystery Encounter, Bonfire, Minion, Merchant, or Minion, Elite, Merchant. Let's go Random Encounter. We got a chest. Start each combat with 1 strength. More attacks, always good. Another bonfire. Is that gonna stack now? Are we gonna start with 7 or 8 or something? Energy. That should be funny if we did. Shrug it off, yeah, why not? 11 block and a free card. So always good. So we have a Centurion and a Mystic. We've got Juggernaut, which is good. Just use everything, because why not? You're trying to take the Mystic out first, despite the fact that it has less health. It'll probably be buffing the Centurion. So I'm going to want to try and take it out as quickly as I can. Double flex, okay. No point using double tap, we'll only have one attack. And just end it there. And so the Mystic gained 15 block and healed. So 9. Well, it didn't really sell anything with it. And there we go, that was the Mystic dead. That cleave with flex was really good. Or just that cleave destroyed that Mystic. Oh, it's left with 1 damage. If I had something that would just deal 1 more damage to it, that would have been good. Oh, I killed, but I don't care. 12 damage, 5 block. Just go all out and smash the thing. So we have fire breathing. Deal 10 damage and draw 2 cards. 3 cards, why not? And go to the merchant. What do you have? Look at quick strike. Second one, disarm. Enemy loses 2 strength. Could be interesting. Corruption. Skills cost 0 whenever you play a skill, exhaust it. No thanks. Dark Shackles. Enemy loses 9 strength for the rest of this turn. And Secret Weapon. Choose an attack from your draw pile and place into your hand. For artifacts. Gain 1 energy on the first turn of each combat. That's the only one I can afford. You should match XP by 10. Next 2 chests you open contain 2 relics. That'd have been a good one to get, but oh well. Get a couple of cards. I can buy this lantern and 1 card. The first turn I'd have 5, 6. Yeah, I'd have 6 energy for the first turn, which could be interesting. Let's go for Perfected Strike, because why not? So we have a minion, a bonfire, and then we have the boss of the floor. That's one enemy dead, so we now have a 40 block and 20 health shredded guardian. We just upped it to 65, of course. Because why not? I don't want enough energy, okay. Just gonna hit me for a bit there. Oh. If only I had that active before. There we go. Slash. Sword boomerang we'll get since it's already upgraded as well. So you have the boss, so I'm actually going to heal for this one. So I can fight the boss at well, more or less full health. So let's see what boss number 2 is like. The champ, which is most likely going to kill me. God, I had way more energy than I needed. Because he's a boss, I don't really know what he's going to do, so I'm going to try and defend as much as I can. Didn't get much block there. He buffed himself, okay. I actually haven't taken any damage from when I've done a good bit of health to him in my opinion. Probably gonna get a hit now because he's got +2 strength. Oh, yeah, there we go. I took 15 damage. Was too vulnerable, but I managed to not take damage, which is always good. Three flexes. 3 flex pluses. So that's 12. 13 on top of the strength I already had. That was interesting. Well, I had better stuff to use. Defeat impossible. +6 strength to give himself. So next turn is going to hurt a lot. Can we use this? Try and deal with the 11. So this is gonna hurt. Ouch, yes it did. Ow. So I potentially have one more turn left to do 50 damage. That is not happening. Oh, so close. This may be where the battle ends, guys. Yep, face slap. So close, we almost beat the boss at the second floor. Or second tower, however you'd like to consider it. We got an unlock, whatever that means. Let's see what we got. So we get new cards that can show up. So we have Heavy Blade. Oh, all three of them are unlocked, we don't pick, okay. We have Heavy Blade, deal 14 damage, strength affects Heavy Blade 3 times. So if we had that with the 3 flex pluses, that'd have done a hell of a lot of damage. Spot weakness, an enemy intends to attack, gain 3 strength. Interesting. And Limit Break, double your strength but exhaust that card. Very interesting. Well, anyway, that was the first recorded run of Slay the Spire. So if you'd like to see this in the future, let me know. I might just record some more of this anyway, because I do admit it is a pretty fun game. But more of that for the future. So anyway, I shall see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.